The Strauss-Howe generation theory, often simply called the generational theory, is a framework developed by William Strauss and Neil Howe that suggests history unfolds in recurring cycles driven by generational archetypes. According to this theory, every roughly 80 to 90 years of seculum, society passes through four recurring turnings or phases: a high, an awakening, an unraveling, and a crisis, also known as a fourth turning. Each turning is associated with distinct generational behaviors and societal moods. The four generational archetypes, prophets, nomads, heroes, and artists, each play a role during these phases. Key concepts of the Strauss-Howe generation theory. Generational cycles. History is seen as cyclical, with each cycle lasting about 80 to 90 years and consisting of four distinct periods. Each period or turning has its own mood and set of challenges, ranging from a period of strong institutions and collective optimism, the high, to a time of crisis and transformation, the crisis. Generational archetypes. Different generations, for example, those born during a crisis versus those born during a high, exhibit recurring characteristics and behaviors that influence how society responds during each turning. The fourth turning, crisis. This phase is marked by profound upheaval, institutional breakdown, and the opportunity for significant societal renewal. Strauss and Howe have suggested that America's most recent fourth turning may have begun around the mid-2000s and is expected to culminate in a major crisis period, after which society will rebuild. Predictions and implications from 2023 onward. According to the Strauss-Howe model, by the year 2023, we are believed to be in the later stages of the fourth turning, a time characterized by increasing societal, economic, and political stress. Here are some of the broad predictions and implications based on the theory. Increase instability. As the crisis deepens, you might expect to see more significant social and political disruptions, economic volatility, and challenges to long-standing institutions. Public trust in government and established systems may continue to erode, setting the stage for transformative changes. Institutional overhaul. The theory predicts that the culmination of the crisis will force a radical restructuring of societal institutions. This may involve major reforms in governance, economic systems, and social norms as society seeks to emerge renewed from the crisis. Generational shifts. The dynamics between different generational cohorts will play a critical role. Older generations, often characterized as prophets in this framework, might push for a return to traditional values, while younger generations, such as heroes or artists, could drive innovation and systemic change. This generational tension can both fuel and resolve the crisis, leading to the emergence of a new era, the first turning, or high, marked by rebuilt and reformed institutions. Potential for social renewal. While the period may be turbulent, the end of the crisis is predicted to lead to a period of renewal and reconstruction, a time when society redefines its identity and values for the future. Caveats and considerations, broad and non-specific. The predictions of the Strauss-Howe generation theory are broad and more descriptive of general cycles than of specific events. Critics argue that while the framework offers an interesting perspective on historical patterns, it lacks the precision to predict exact outcomes. Controversial and debated. Not all historians or social scientists accept this cyclical view of history. The theory remains influential in certain circles, but is also subject to considerable debate.